Good morning for all of you that showed up here to make more money. So look, I will echo my sentiments that I shared from last week, and it's pretty simple. Get more out of me. I want to do more for you. I want to give more to you. I want to support you more. And just remember, this is one place that exists in the entire world where you can show up, and if you need a handwritten note, I'll write it for you. If you need an email, I'll write it for you. If you need a script, I'll give it to you. Anything that you humanly need to reach out to people to prospect and make money, you can do here. So there's no reason to ever be stuck, right? So we want to be able to provide that for you. And what I've noticed is the consistency of people willing to prospect on a daily basis. Every week, the numbers kind of slowly decline. Has anyone noticed that? Like with the number of participants, which tells you the more you do this, the more you're going to win because everyone else isn't doing it, right? If you've ever had a month where you don't make money, it's because you're not doing this. So prospecting should be like brushing your teeth. It's something if you don't do every day, you should feel very uncomfortable. So I want all of you to get into that rhythm. And now think about it. Like, what are you really doing? You're sending people videos, you're writing text messages, you're calling people and asking about their lives and their families, you're writing people thoughtful notes. Like, this is not complicated, shouldn't be agonizing. And this is what we call work. It's the most amazing career that you could have in the world, where the number one drivers of income are doing things that make you feel good. So on that note, these last few sessions have been incredibly productive with people asking questions, notes. I'm going to drop in, for anyone that needs notes, we have Robert's handwritten note library, which I would say is like one of the most underutilized things at Compass. So feel free, start prospecting. I need a text dialogue for following up with all my buyer clients. I'm sending the process, sending all their property equity profile via email. It's a flipbook attached PDF. What's the best way to follow? So they have all purchased them. Carrie, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Well, can you give me a little bit more context? So you need
I know. I wrote that as I was thinking, like, okay, that didn't come across very clear. So
well,
I
there's a
am
lot of
sending,
details in there.
So I'm sending all of my buyer clients, people who have purchased homes through me. And I keep great contact with people for the most part. But anyways, I'm sending them all a home equity profile as a flip book. And it
I
also
like that
has
idea.
like, yeah, so it's great. And anyways, I'm sending it to them all. I actually got one person respond about, I sent like 3 out last week. So I'm going to send a ton more this week. And one person asked, hey, can I get a PDF version of this? There's some great content in here. I'm like, okay, cool. So I sent him the PDF. So from now on, I'm also going to attach a PDF version for everybody for their convenience. But anyways, I need to now like, okay, how do I follow up with these people? I mean, they got it. I can see whether or not they opened it, right? But what's going to be the best approach for saying, hey, did you get my email? Or like,
So for the
I don't know.
people that opened it, right? For the people that didn't open it, call them. Right. And for the other people, it's like I would just, the one that I've been using for the last today is that did you know that most homeowners never get an annual equity analysis of their home? Right. And you just send it out. If you would like to discuss the market or a more personalized conversation, happy to help. I know you're busy, so no need to respond. Simply wanted to share this message with you. And that's it. So for the people that want more, they'll give you more. If not, you look like a good Samaritan for just sharing the message and acknowledging that they're busy.
Okay, that's good. That's the lead in I don't have. So I know you're busy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
change
that's the
that.
closing. That's the closing statement.
Let me the at the end of the email.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely say at the end of the email, hey, if you have any more questions, definitely reach out. But I like the idea of no need to respond.
Yeah. So the exact words are, before that, I would say, look, if you would like to have a more personalized conversation about the market, your neighborhood, and specifically your home, I'm happy to help. I know you're busy, no need to respond. Simply wanted to share this message. Look forward to connecting soon, Carrie.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Who is next with a question?
Hi, I have a question.
Shoot.
Okay. I have a potential $7 million listing, which is really big for me. I got it as a walk-in to my open house. I did like a whole campaign within the building of like doing like like a open house for the building, and I just have kept in touch with her. It's been now for like a year and a half. I've done like a listing presentation. I've done like a listing presentation, and then like twice kind of we've been keeping in touch by sending her comps, and then like twice she's asked me and my team to come and like talk to her about the market and the overall. And like last time I talked to her, I think it was like 4 or 5 months ago at this point, she said like when she decides to sell, because she's going through a divorce. It's like a but I think it's finalized at this point. It's she's been having some financial problems. She will use us, but I don't know. I've been keeping up with her, but I don't know, I guess, how to reach out to her, being like, hey, now that the spring's market's here, like, what are your thoughts? Where are your heads at? Because this was like more December when I talked to her last. I don't.
I would say,
I've
look,
been keeping in touch with her a lot.
I would just send her a note. It says, hey, hope is going well. Was by your building, home, or whatever it is, was thinking about you. Now
Okay.
that rates have stabilized, you've seen an increase in buyer activity. If you're interested in an updated equity analysis of your home, I'm happy to help. I know you're busy, so no need to respond. Look forward to connecting with you soon. That's it.
Okay. So don't send her the equity. Because normally that's what I've been doing is like going on Urban Digs and showing her like how the buyer's market,
Did
or
she
like,
respond to you when you do that?
yeah, she does.
Okay, so then
Usually she's very responsive. Like I even like last month I sent her like my team was doing We did like a touch point to all sphere of influence. We did like a Super Bowl, like I didn't do it, but that square things that you can bet on or whatever. And like I sent to everybody and she responds to me being like, love this idea, love football. I just don't gamble. Like best of luck. Like when I sent her a Thanksgiving being like, hey, I'm making a flip book for Thanksgiving, like with all my clients, I like to send. She goes, oh my God, I love this idea. Like here's my favorite recipe. So she responds, like she's very respondent to everything. I just,
So
I'm
then
not trying to push her, but I'm
I would
pushing.
just set up a call with her and just like, hey, look, I just want to go through kind of what's going on in the market and just say, use the thing is rents have stabilized. We've seen an increase in buyer activity. Just want to get an idea of where you are or where you're not in the process so I could support you the best that I can.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Look, I think the big thing for everyone here is acknowledging people's time frames, right? Like we want to put a house on the market right away. It does not mean that they want to do,
Right. She
right?
doesn't know her time frame, right? Because she just
Exactly.
she doesn't.
So this is just long-term follow-up.
Yeah, which a lot of my clients are. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Who has questions? This is good. Everyone's busy working away.
Hey, Shirag, it's Carrie again.
Hello.
Hey, can you just repeat that first part of the thing where you said most real estate agents don't provide their clients with the home equity?
No, I said,
What's a good
did you,
lead in?
would you say the beginning one is, did you know most
Mm,
homeowners never get an annual equity analysis of their home?
awesome.
It's true. Like, see, like, the reason that you lead in with a question, because it'll prompt somebody to start thinking, oh, yeah, that's right. It's like, would you ever work with a financial planner that was not able to provide you an annual estimate of your portfolio? Sounds pretty crazy. Now, my question is, do you want to work with a real estate agent who wouldn't provide you the same thing for your home, which can arguably be your most valuable asset?
Hi, Shrock. Good morning, Firuze.
Jose, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Doing well.
So I have a question. I have a new listing that we have broker open tomorrow. Already we have several interested parties, and we have an open house the following weekend, Saturday, Sunday. And my sellers are asking if, because we have interested parties, actually one found their email through whatever it was and reached out and sent a love letter. And she's already contacted me several times, really kind of annoying. But
Can't
the
be mad
sellers
at
are
people being
asking,
proactive.
yeah, I know, but she has texted me before several times, and I am showing her the house myself to her and her husband tomorrow at 2. But she's still, that's fine, totally, because we did discuss love letters and, with the sellers. But the sellers are asking, are we, if we get an offer, are we gonna entertain it before you will have an open house?
Are you in a limited inventory market?
Very low.
So then there's a good chance that it's going to get bid up.
That's, yeah, exactly.
So what you want to tell your clients is, there are a few different scenarios and give them options. One, if you're happy with one offer and not getting essentially what the free market will say, is the house priced well? Like, do you see it getting a bidding war or no?
I priced it right below the appraisal of last fall, late last fall.
Okay, so it's going to get a bidding war.
Yeah.
Right. So look, you're going to have to tell the buyers, and if it's with the seller's permission, that they're not going to entertain any offers, they said, until this date. That being said, we can try one time of making them such an appealing offer that they don't want to entertain the other offers, but they want their time to be their market, their home to be properly exposed in the market, and give everyone a fair chance at seeing it and making an offer.
What happened was that in the neighborhood, there were 2 listings that went under contract immediately and then fell through. And so for me, because of the lack of inventory, I feel that the buyers really get excited without doing their due diligence and, and put an offer. And sellers are also excited to accept, but then, going back
But do
active.
you know the agents on the deals that fell through?
Yes, and I've spoken to them, yes.
And why they tell you the deals fell through?
The buyers changed their mind.
Okay. There's no way of getting a buyer to tell you, well, are you going to change your mind? You can ask them a whole bunch of questions, right?
No, I agree, yes, but I think that it wasn't even based on inspection.
No, people emotionally, like, look, once a bidding war happens, all logic is generally gone, and most people are bidding from emotion, right? And then when all the dust settles and they won, and then they have time to think about it, they're like, oh, do I really want to do this?
yeah, and they were above
What state
asking.
are you, what state are you in?
We are in Colorado, Boulder.
So, so do you guys have escrow in your market?
Yes.
So then they pretty much have to waive any kind of due diligence period, escrow, but like you try to eliminate as many contingencies as you can. Good question.
Thank you.
Hi, Chirag. I have a question.
Shoot.
So I did an open house on Saturday, and I'm sending an email to the person who came into the open house. What's a good subject line in an email to send to them to kind of get their attention?
Off-market properties.
Okay. All right. Great.
It's what every person wants. Are you only looking for homes that are on the market or
Yeah.
available?
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Good. Thank you.
Hey, Chirag.
How are you, sir?
Good. Quick question about private exclusive. If you could maybe share any insight or suggestions regarding marketing beyond the initial e-blast to Compass agents and the 5 e-blasts were allowed per day on a private exclusive.
We can only market them to people that are at Compass. That's really the challenge. So I would try to use you're in New York City, I'd use the network tool, right? To see who has sold homes in that neighborhood, and then I would send it to those agents specifically.
Yes, on it. Took
Yeah.
care of that first step.
And
then,
so like
and then I'm trying
subject
to-
lines.
Sorry.
Subject lines are important, right? So tell me a little bit about this property.
2-bed, 1-bath condominium, Lenox Hill submarket, pre-war, wide open downtown city
Price
views.
point? What's the price point?
1.57.
So I would say 2-bedroom Lenox Hill condo under 2 million. Because that's how like people think. And then when you're putting the email, right, think of it like a movie trailer, just highlights a few of the features as opposed to making it like a listing description and long.
Right, right. Good suggestion.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And listen, you're in New York City, so sign up. We're doing, I'm doing a fireside chat. You'll see some comms if you haven't, with interviewing Robert and Matt Spangler, who we did a collaboration with. Well, really, it's his program. We've just kind of helped in the background, but we're going to be doing it live next Tuesday. So get a seat and come watch the show in person. And everyone else should join through Zoom. It's going to be really good.
We will try our best to make it. One other question.
Yep.
So what's the magic number these days among agents following up with non-responsive clients?
Here's my best bit of advice. Until you followed up with every single client that's in your database that's transacted with you, do not spend 1 minute of your life on people that are not responsive. For whatever reason, I don't know why this is, Larry. People love chasing the non-responsive leads. It's like, have you called everyone in your database? How many years have you been in business?
10 years.
10 years. You should call every single person that has given you the opportunity to work with them before you spend 2 seconds on an unresponsive lead.
Fair enough.
To the people that have pledged their loyalty to you, to just reconnect with them. And I guarantee you're going to send me a message that says, wow, this is the best idea you ever had.
I'm in.
Okay. And by the way, it feels a lot better too to do that, right?
Well, you've already worked with them, you know them, you have a rapport to some extent.
And they're happy to hear from you. You could just say, oh my God, you know, I drove by your home, or I walked by your house, or I was in an Uber in your neighborhood. And I realized, like, it's been so many years since we connected. How are you doing? Like, what's new? And they'll be happy to hear from you.
Absolutely. Great advice.
Yep. All right. The 1 minute warning. Anyone else have one last question? All right. Well, look, this was another good day. We will see you all here tomorrow, and tomorrow's buyer day. So let's see. We have tomorrow at ooh, this is a good one. Winning multiple offers. I have to break out our multiple offer template. This is always one that I truly enjoy. So as always, the love of my heart, I love you all. I will talk to everybody soon. Bye, everybody.